Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today I want to talk about Forest River's R-Pod. It's a lightweight travel trailer designed to be pulled by a small SUV or crossover. R-Pods range in weight from a little under 2,300 pounds to about 3,600 pounds and vary in length from 8.5 feet to a little over 22 feet. R-Pods are split into two sections. R-Pod effectively from the Mississippi River to the East Coast, and the R-Pod Hood River sold in the western half of the U.S. Of the 13 R-Pod floor plans, a dozen of them are the same in each part of the country. As such, I will start this floor plan walkthrough with the Lone Wolf, the Midwest-only R-Pod 176T. This model is the only expandable floor plan in the R-Pod line, having a canvas pop-out bed coming out from the back. To open up the living area, the 176T has a slide containing the kitchen on the off-camp side. A U-shaped dinette sits on the rear wall, and a pair of twin bunks are in the front cap. The 176T is capable of sleeping 6. Okay, now on to the rest of the floor plans that are shared across the country. As I am a family man, I'll go through the bunkhouse floor plans first. There are two, the R-Pod 172 and 176. Both of them, like the 176T above, have stacked twin bunks in the front cap plus the large U-shaped dinette along the rear wall. Where they differ from each other is in the living area. The 172 splits the kitchen so the fridge sits next to the bunk room on the off-camp side. The 176 places the kitchen in an off-camp side slide to expand the living area. Both the 172 and the 176 are capable of sleeping 4. There are two front living floor plans, so I will hit them next. The R-Pod 171 and 178 are similar, with their camper queen bed stretching along the entire rear wall, and the kitchen is on the off-camp side. Due to a bit more length, the 178 has a large U-shaped dinette in the front cap, whereas the 171 has a traditional convertible dinette. The R-Pod 178 also has its kitchen housed in a slide. Now that we're done with the front living models, let's move on to the rear living ones. Specifically, the rear bath floor plans, the R-Pod 180 and 192. The 180 has a surprisingly large rear bath taking up the entire rear wall and has a unique neo-angle shower. Like a lot of the R-Pod floor plans, it also has its kitchen housed in a slide. The R-Pod 192, brand new for 2020, has a more traditional rear bath and has no slide out. However, it is the only R-Pod with a versatile Murphy bed, so the living area can be roomy during the day with the bed pulled out for the evening. Unique to most lines, the R-Pod has 3 rear kitchen models. The R-Pod 179 has an impressively large countertop running the entire rear wall. The fridge and large U-shaped dinette are pulled out by a slide with the camper queen bed up front. The second and third rear kitchen models, the R-Pod 195 and 196, are nearly identical. Both have the kitchen against the back wall and a walk-around camper queen bed centered on the front wall. Where they differ is in the slide. The 195 has a pantry and U-shaped dinette, whereas the 196 has a pantry and a sofa. Now on to the final floor plans, the rear living R-Pods 189, 190, and 191. The 189 and 190 share nearly identical floor plans. Each has the camper queen bed up front and the kitchen in a slide. In the rear, the 189 has a large sofa with a table, whereas the 190 has a large U-shaped dinette. As for the R-Pod 191, this model has the kitchen, bathroom, and dinette like the 190, but up front you'll find a pair of twin beds with a shared nightstand. With the floor plans finished, let's take a look at some of the features making an R-Pod a good option for adventures. You can still be entertained with an AM/FM stereo with Bluetooth plus an outside speaker. But what really makes the R-Pod a great choice is they are designed to carry your gear. Every R-Pod has the ability to carry active gear such as bikes and kayaks with the optional mounting racks. And you can even opt for additional add-ons like a 24-inch LED flat screen TV, a 13,500 BTU AC unit, and an R-Dome awning with screen room. For the boondocker, you can also enjoy the optional 110-watt roof-mounted solar panel, digital controller, and 1,000-watt inverter. R-Pods are very lightweight but built to last. Every R-Pod has welded aluminum sidewalls and flooring and a Schwintek slide system. Helping to keep the elements outside are vacuum bond laminated walls and roof. In the effort to be the best on the market, Eco-friendly Asdel composite panels are used in constructing every single R-Pod.